Brock Lesnar is back, and I'm totally amped. I'm totally excited, and I never thought this would happen. I never expected John Cena and Brock Lesnar to be in the ring again. Heck, I never expected to see Brock Lesnar in the ring again, certainly not this year. I've already stated that I did not think Brock Lesnar would return unless Vince McMahon returns. Because as I said in a previous video, Brock Lesnar has incredible loyalty to Vince McMahon. Brock Lesnar previously called Vince McMahon a father figure. And I believe Vince McMahon's absence from the WWE was why Brock Lesnar has been absent from WWE television for 2 years. Nobody expected this return SummerSlam. And people are asking, pretty much every major WWE fan on the internet is asking how this Brock Lesnar return came about. Well, in the post SummerSlam show, Triple H said regarding Lesnar's return, he seemed to imply that it was John Cena's idea, saying, and I quote, "But as I said in the beginning, for me, this is John Cena's wish list." So Triple H seems to be implying that it was John Cena's idea for Brock Lesnar to return and face John Cena. However, John Cena was recently stopped post SummerSlam and asked about Brock Lesnar's return, to which Cena replied, "They deal him, I play him," which seems to contradict Triple H's statement that this was John Cena's idea. Now, to be fair, Triple H's statement was more an implication than specifically a statement stating that John Cena specifically requested for Brock Lesnar's return and to feud with John Cena. And just recently, it was announced that the WWE just called Brock Lesnar and said, "Hey, it's time to return home." And according to James Romero from the Dutch Mantel podcast, which you can find linked in the description, James Romero interestingly seems to imply that Brock Lesnar was paid for the 2 year absence. He was gone from the WWE. He was allegedly paid $15 million not to make any appearances. So obviously there was a massive hint that Brock Lesnar was gone because of these accusations that have been told about by Janelle Grant. And Triple H months ago was asked about Brock Lesnar's absence, and Triple H said that Brock Lesnar was absent because Brock's at home being Brock, and if he wants to come back to WWE, it's Brock Lesnar's choice. So another contradiction we have here. Why is Triple H saying that they asked Brock Lesnar to come back now, but a few months ago around the Royal Rumble, Triple H was saying that it's up to Brock whether he wants to come back or not? However, there does seem to be some credibility to Triple H's statement that John Cena personally requested for a feud with Brock Lesnar. Because in a very interesting and memorable quote from John Cena, talking to Sports Illustrated from 2020, Brock Lesnar said, and I quote, "I can say with the utmost sincerity that I believe Brock Lesnar is the best in-ring performer that I've ever seen. And I know it's an opinion, and if you want a cool quote, here it is. I think he, Brock, is the best in-ring performer of all time." So it certainly seems like Brock Lesnar may well have been truly a part of John Cena's wish list. And Cena has already had feuds with two of his biggest rivals over his WWE career, that being CM Punk and Randy Orton, already this year. And both those matches turned out absolutely fantastic, in my opinion. And let me know of what you think of John Cena's year thus far in the WWE in the comments below, and what you think of John Cena's matches with CM Punk and Randy Orton. And if you watched Extreme Rules 2012, where Brock Lesnar returned after an 8 year absence from the WWE, where he was obviously doing UFC and NFL with the Minnesota Vikings. That match at Extreme Rules 2012 is truly brutal, truly memorable, and I actually ranked it the number one match of the decade from 2010 to 2019. Brock Lesnar's subsequent match with John Cena at SummerSlam 2014 was just as brutal and just as memorable and just as chaotic. So Brock Lesnar and John Cena have incredible chemistry together. they've made magic every time they stepped foot in the WWE ring together. So, what can I say? I never expected Brock Lesnar to have another match with John Cena. I never expected this to happen, and it's a dream. And sometimes you see, I've already seen that match before. I'm not excited. Well, I'm excited. I'm excited more than ever. Like I've never seen Cena and Lesnar fight before. But after having seen what they have done at Extreme Rules 2012, and I've put a link in the description to this video to Extreme Rules 2012 and SummerSlam 2014 from the official WWE YouTube channel, so you don't have to be worried about copyright when you watch those YouTube videos. But man, I'm not going to spoil those matches here, but man, those matches are truly memorable. If you're a WWE fan, or if you're just a new WWE fan and you haven't seen those matches, man, these matches are probably the most brutal matches, most memorable matches, and arguably two of the best matches in WWE history, and certainly probably the best matches of both John Cena's and Brock Lesnar's WWE career. So, for all those reasons, I'm super excited to see Brock Lesnar and John Cena fight each other at least one more time, probably two more times. I think they'll give a win to Cena and a win to Brock Lesnar to kind of tie it up so Lesnar can go on throughout his career, having got that last win over Cena, and how Cena can have one more win. Anyhow, let me know in the comments below what you think of this John Cena Brock Lesnar feud. Let me know how you think John Cena's final year in the WWE is going. And let me know if you've seen the Brock Lesnar John Cena Extreme Rules match, if you've seen their SummerSlam match. Man, just let me know. Let me know what you think of SummerSlam. Let me know what you think of Brock Lesnar's return. I thought that John Cena would actually end his career finding some younger talent like Braun Breaker or Gunther, who could do with getting put over by Cena. And I do think that Gunther will probably end John Cena's career at Saturday Night's Main Event in December. John Cena will probably, choke out in the hands of Gunther in December, quite literally. And I do think Braun Breaker is another young guy who could do with a in-ring time with John Cena. And I think there'll be a big War Games match in November involving John Cena and possibly involving maybe Seth Rollins' faction and maybe Brock Lesnar as well. So I'm super excited for the months ahead. I'm super excited for the remaining months of John Cena's WWE. Anyway, let me know in the comments below about anything I've said. And if you enjoyed the video, hit like and subscribe to hear more from Wrestling Review.